Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Sita One. You can find daily posts of tarot cards on Instagram and Sita's weekly tarot readings on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sita One. My name is Sita. I'm an intuitive astrologer and psychic tarot reader, and I'm here to share my interpretation of the upcoming energies from May 15th to the 21st. So surprise, surprise, we have an eclipse and it happens on Monday. This is when the sun and moon are opposite each other. So we have sun in Taurus, moon in Scorpio. This is pretty significant. It's near the north and south nodes, and it indicates there's a lot of karma. There's going to be some big shifts. Also, eclipses go in cycles. So if you look back to what happened to you in November 2021, you will see the theme of this eclipse. Now, it's hard to remember, right? And that's why I always suggest that you journal. And that's what I did, because I couldn't remember what happened in November. And I found out that I had a significant dream, because I do keep track of my dreams. I was puzzled about the dream, then forgot about it. Well, the theme of that dream has come up again in the last solar eclipse, and now I assume it will resolve itself or be more clear, or some of those issues will disappear or solve themselves somehow. In this coming eclipse, it's a 2-week, but okay, so 6 months of this eclipse. But as you can see, they build on one another, and because it's a longer theme and we have so many other things going on, you may not see the connections, and this is really a good time to journal, because you will be able to start to look at your life and what has occurred and how they connect. And by doing that analysis, you will understand the energies and what it is you need to work on. So because of this collective karma that's going on, we're all asked to really dig deep and to come out of our safety net, because Uranus is still involved here. It's close, but it's not close enough, but still fairly close to this eclipse. And Uranus has been asking us, or encouraging us, maybe not in such subtle ways, to move out of this security that we have created for ourselves and build something new with more freedom instead of all the restriction. Pluto is also involved, because it trines the sun in this case, activating social change. And both the eclipse and Pluto, and even Jupiter, even though it's moved off to Aries, it's still in very early Aries, and so late Pisces. So when planets move to the end, like 29, 30 degrees, around there, 28, 29, they have more impact, because they're trying to fix things, to do what they need to do. It's like leaving a job. You're trying to get everything done, or leaving for vacation. Want everything done before you leave so you can be free of that. And so the theme changes. Pluto's doing that. This eclipse is really going to be intense, forcing us to do this. Eclipses, this is a lunar eclipse, so we're talking about deep emotional feelings, looking deep within. Scorpio has that laser beam that wants to look deep and face those issues, and that's what's happening for a lot of you who are very intuitive. You might find your dreams really increasing and getting kind of crazy. That's very symbolic of the time of the eclipse. But like I said, because there's all sorts of other things going on, it may be hard to figure out what is eclipse energy and what is just the other planetary energies that are having an influence on you. Now, there's something else going on, and that is the Mars conjunction with Neptune. That it's not exact, but they're close enough. And so we have Piscean energy. Piscean energy is still very strong and will be for quite a while. It just doesn't disappear because the planets move on. With Mars, he's not really in his power position in Pisces, so he's a little wishy-washy. But in conjunction with Neptune, he may be really clouding judgment. You want to move, you feel this urge to do something, but it's not clear. With the Mercury retrograde, I might add, it's not clear exactly if this is the right thing to do. And if that's what's coming to your mind, don't do it. Pisces energy is quite deceptive. You have Neptune and its ruler. That means the Piscean energy is extremely strong. Mars, with that aggressive energy, even though it's watered down, is really strong. And the urge to be impulsive and to go ahead, to believe what you're seeing, especially when it comes to social media, news, because Neptune rules that whole thing. Movies, it's that romanticizing life, and it's not reality. So double check, take a step back. It's easy to fool others. It's also easy to be fooled. And you're in this process of letting go of you should be looking at that, the emotional issues from the past. So don't let Neptune and Mars cloud your judgment about people. You may look back and think, it wasn't so bad, but it was, because you have to remember what you went through and the emotional distress and how you've grown and healed. And that's what you want to look forward to. Part of this emotional journey is also karmic, but also forgiveness of yourself for getting yourself in those situations, and to give yourself some kudos for making it through and saying, hey, I did it, I went through it, and I've learned and I've grown. So as the week progresses, by May 19th, the moon will conjunct or join Pluto, and this will trine the sun in Taurus. So things are flowing more. With the Mars and Neptune sextiling Pluto, you might see some negotiation going on, but still things are very unclear, and it's not sure about the intent of other people as they negotiate through conflict. So, it's always good to, I'd always say don't watch the news, but just keep apprised of some of the stories that's going on and how the narrative is shifting and changing, because there have been a lot of hidden things happening. Mercury is backing up from Gemini to Taurus. So as things move back, Mercury is saying that no, I don't, while it's in Gemini, it's in its, the rulership is Mercury in Gemini, and there it's chatty and wants the thoughts, the knowledge, all this kind of stuff, but he's backing up. He's saying, no, I'm going back to Taurus where it's safe, and I'm going to slow things down, reflect, review, revise, all the and look at everything again and plan and just slow down this energy while things are in Gemini, saying, move forward. So there's kind of that conflicting energy there too. And as I said, Mercury will be in late Taurus as he's moving backwards. So once again, it's very intense energy, and it puts the brakes on things. And sometimes we need that. We need those brakes. We need things to really get slow. Often we're bored and we think it's really mundane, but no. Good time for reflection. I would say more inner work is needed, and look at the theme from November and try to work out what's been happening so that you move into the next phase. Now, you should have received some messages from Spirit about what the theme is in the last couple of weeks, because eclipses just don't happen on one day. They have a very long-term effect. And when those numbers, the degrees are hit again, and planets aspect it, it triggers things. So keep track. So your job is to get into the details of what's going on in your life. Journal a bit. Take time out when you're feeling frustrated to go for a walk and connect with nature. And remember, the universe has your best interests at heart. It's not giving you what you want right now, but perhaps later in a different way than you expected, which if you reflect on your life, you will realize that it's always a better outcome. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Sita One. Look for the daily posts of the tarot cards on Instagram and Sita's weekly tarot readings on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sita One. Remember, there are messages from the universe. If you look in nature, you'll see those signs. like the white stag that showed up, I think it was about a year ago in Ottawa, it means that there's a huge change for all of us here. Somehow collectively this energy is really going to affect everyone who lives in this area. So think about that. It's a sign from the universe, and often the universe will speak through nature. So what are you seeing repeatedly? What animals? It could even be flowers, all these things. What are you seeing repeatedly? And use those symbols and research what the meaning is, and that will help you too. Remember to take care of yourself and others, and have a fantastic week. And I will see you next time.